Hi everyone, and welcome to Thursday's Drama Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. I gotta go to work real soon, so we're just gonna get right through this. At Drama Hospital, Hayden is looking up plane crashes, and Griffin asks her, what are you doing? And she says, about Finn and how he's totally gone missing. And she can tell Griffin isn't saying something about Finn, and he tells her about the prescription and the prescription extension. He very gently tries to get her to see that Finn may have an addiction problem, and they're concerned, not on a witch hunt though, genuinely concerned. And Finn was on the medication or Zenzen for a long time, and it's not his fault. He's addicted, and I feel like if he would just be honest about it, he could get help. And Hayden is going to go check on Finn and see if he made it back. Also at the hospital, Robin and Jason meet up. She tells him about Anna, and he asks her about Olivia Jerome. She says that she was obsessed with Duke, and he didn't feel the same way about her, and he loved Anna. And Olivia lashed out. Anna lost her and Duke's baby due to Olivia. Supposedly it was an accident, but she and everyone else never believed that. Jason asked if Olivia would go after Julian for what he did to Duke, and she's like, yeah. Also at the hospital, Anna's struggling. She's looking through her overnight bag, and there's no extra clothes in there. Valentine comes into her room. They're not on the same page, and she tells him what she was told about her time at the WSB and the order she gave, and she has no recollection of it. And she wants answers, and she wants him to tell her what she doesn't remember. He says she's asking questions that she doesn't want to know the answers to. Well, why did you open the can of worms then? And she says what she did must have been so horrible and emotionally scarring that she blocked it out, and he can bring it up and use it against her. That's the tactic she's using, but he's not going to do that. And then Robin comes in and wants Valentine out. He eventually goes, but not before being ominous. Robin asks questions, and Anna tells her not to worry. He's not a threat. Robin didn't pack Anna clothes in her overnight bag because she knew she would try to check herself out if she was able to. So, point Robin. I don't know what's going on with these bangs. Oh, well. So Anna's exhausted. Everyone keeps poking and prodding at her, and she says she needs to find out answers about her past. And Robin even took the clothes she wore, so she doesn't have any change of clothes. And Griffin comes in, and she doesn't want to be cooped up, and she wants Griffin to tell her why she shouldn't leave. And he says that she could get dizziness or fatigue, and she's on blood thinners, which makes field work really dangerous. And she feels now everything she's ever worked for is done, and she's being ripped out of her career. And Robin brings up the instructor position, and she's like, no, you said I could live with this, and now all of a sudden I can't. So Robin appeals to her familial side. Can she take care of herself for Emma and for her? At Finn's room, Finn's back, and he has vials of medicine. Roxy is judging him, apparently, and he says he's still recovering, but when he's done, he'll kick the habit. And he tells Roxy it's just this once, which it's never just that once. At the Metro Court, Curtis talks with Nina. She's got it all, apparently, and they talk about the wedding and Charlotte a little, and he's like, you realize you married Charlotte's dad and not her, right? Come on. And Nina says that, she was willing to accept that she wouldn't have a child. And I'm sitting here like, when? When, Nina? When? I have my leave-in conditioner in, which is causing this mess. Anyway, so she tells Curtis it's the Aussie stuff, the 3-minute miracle that I've had in for 2 hours now. I'm just kidding, I've had it in since yesterday. So anyway, she tells Curtis Anna is stalking Valentine, and he says that it doesn't match with what he knows about Anna, and he wonders if Valentine is telling her everything. And he's like, look, I see that a lot in my PI work with married couples. So it's not, he's trying to relate it overall and not singling Valentine and her out, because if she feels like it's a personal attack, she immediately goes on the defensive. And he says that, she says what Valentine told her about the him and Anna situation and, her rejecting his advances. And he says it sounds like he'd be the one with the grudge then, not her. Valentine and Nina sit for dinner, and he says that he visited Anna. She's not happy about that. And she's not cool with the constant checkups on Anna either. And, she goes, she's not our friend, and she belongs behind bars. And he's like, no. And she's being super protective. And then when he leaves the table, she calls Jordan and is reporting a break-in. It was Anna Duvain. And I'm like, well, how is Valentine going to handle that? I don't think Valentine realized who he was marrying. which is weird because we were all focused on it the other way, but what are you gonna do? Also, at the Metro Court, Jason meets with Curtis, loops him in on the not-so-dead sister. At the floating rib, Julian calls Sam, and there's no answer. He's meeting with the board member, and the board member has to tell him there's a complication, and he tells him the quartermains are matching the developer's offers, and they've already swung 2 members back to their side, and they've now made it a community issue that the hospital is more important than community, so it's not really just all about the money, and upping the offer may not help then, and Julian says that's not acceptable. Liv and Sam on the footbridge, so Liv has a gun on Sam, and Sam still plays dumb, and Liv isn't buying it, and she introduces herself as her aunt, Olivia Jerome. She's just planning to stash her until she's done with Julian, and Sam brings up Morgan, all of it, and how Olivia doesn't even seem a bit remorseful, and she can't trust her, and Olivia says that she would never hurt an unborn child again, and Olivia reveals that she's going after Julian now because he killed Duke, which we all kind of figured out, and she heard Duke had come back to Port Charles, and then Julian killed him, because back in the day, like, they all had to fake their deaths because of the mob wars and all that. And it's like she lost everything again, and Olivia resents Sam for having it all. And I'm like, why? Like, she is projecting so much on Sam. Like, she's projecting it all on Julian, but now that Julian's lost everything, now she's projecting it on Sam. Like, she's just going down the line. So, I have a ridiculous theory. Are you ready for my ridiculous theory? Can you handle it? So, here it is. What if Duke found out that Olivia was alive? Because he was being very active because he had taken over Sunny's position temporarily. So, like, he was very active in that world. So, what if Duke found out Olivia was alive, or someone around him did, and he faked his own death / his death was faked, like he wasn't aware of it, but someone else did it looking out for him. To protect Anna from Olivia coming back to Port Charles. It could work! That sounds plausible, right? That could work. I'm telling you, if they brought AJ back and AJ like died if they brought him back, this could happen. I'm convinced. At that hospital, someone could have pulled something. I'm convinced this is a great motive behind it. I'm all in on it. Who wants to join the bandwagon? Okay, raise your hand if you're going to join the bandwagon. Comment if you're going to join my bandwagon. Moving on. She's planning on killing Julian after making him suffer. He has to lose everything, and that's when I think things start clicking for Sam over what's been happening. Then she threatens Scout, not by name, obviously, and Sam fakes pregnancy pain and then gets the upper hand on Liv, and they struggle. She gets the gun away from her, but like it just falls far away. It's not like Sam has the gun, and Sam punches Liv, and they struggle more, and Liv pushes her off the side of the footbridge, and it's not like into water, like it's a rough fall. There's like it's not a dam, but like, she falls down, tumbles down, and is like, it's really bad, guys. And now end scene. So Hayden arrives at Finn's. She talks to him through the door. He doesn't answer, and he's inside unconscious. Anna agrees to take care of herself. Robin goes outside the room and thanks Griffin for helping out, and Griffin's gonna look into medication while Dr. Finn's away. Robin tells Griffin that he has his dad's eyes, and if Duke were here, he'd know exactly what to say to Anna, and I'm like, come on, lay in the groundwork. Robin talks about how much she misses Duke, and he was like a father to her, and they're like brother and sister, and I'm like, okay, I'm literally loving this right now. Police knock on Anna's door. They received a complaint of a break-in last night, and she's under arrest, and I'm like, okay, really, you got a complaint? Like, do you not have don't you need evidence before you like can arrest someone for that? But that's just me. Jason and Curtis plan the next step, exhuming Olivia Jerome. Liv's phone rings. It's Julian. He lies and says the sale will go through. She lies and says she's taking Sam to a place to rest, but he has, he wants to talk to Sam, and she said Sam's out cold right now, and yeah, I foresee this going nowhere good. I gotta go to work now. I will see you probably tomorrow, because I have a thing tonight for Animal Rescue. So I'll see you tomorrow for more, or maybe tonight, I don't know, for more General Hospital, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!